We're live. We're live.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Supper Club. Everybody doing today? How you doing, dear?
Man, this week it's like each week goes by faster and faster. I can't believe.
Right, the weeks going by. They are going by. Last time we look up, it's going to be Thanksgiving.
It feels like there was a month.
I know. But it was just last week. Was like only day.
It was so nice. Thank you so much
that was.
getting me out.
And then we had like 4 or 5 guests on the show.
At least,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was awesome. It was also nice just going by the back and saying hi. It's so good to see you.
Everybody was talking about, oh, that's nice, the name, you know. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. And talking to the guests we had, popping up.
Yeah, I loved it. It was a great idea. And if anyone, that was Danny's idea, but if any other people are doing events, you wouldn't mind having us out there.
Let us know about your event. Just set up. Yeah, we had fun. That whole, I say last weekend was the best weekend so far.
Really? What else did you do?
You know, the only day was Friday. Saturday, me and my friend went out to Woody's. For their Wildwood, and that was nice.
Is that an annual?
Yes, it is. And thank Coco for the night, you know. So but I'm messing.
I didn't get an annual.
But I don't think they was really checking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I didn't know when.
I met interested people. I already knew people. And I told you before I'm but I met this lady named Debbie Jones, and she's the sister of the late Steve Jones. And they are related to Malcolm X. And she was telling me that her brother had started. He was the historian of the family. And that was kind of like my brother did research, found our cousins. We haven't seen in years and years. We connected. But anyway, she was telling me it was out of and she informed me that she was pregnant at 1.2 years old. So I told her, I invited her to the show. You know, just share some of the share with me and start with me. Well, she showed up and she's so nice. I said, well, I'm going to mention you on our next broadcast.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Yeah, and so, I like this part. And I think I got to do like research on my home just to find out, because like I say, with the packages like that, you know, they got their own little, well, it's not really a grocery store. It's no site.
No, really.
Not actually. So. But yeah, it's nice out there.
D'Angelo, what up now?
What up, gentlemen? Thanks for joining us. But Steve, Chris, it's a lot of us. So that's what we start doing, supporting with the you know what I'm saying? Both of these are historical community, not just Ottawa, but
it's awesome too because
okay, Steve, I'm working on that. I'm gonna get my engineers right on that. Thank you.
Oh man. I made it here.
But yeah. I think it's muted. How is that, Steve? And D'Angelo, don't you supposed to be at work? I told you earlier. How you?
Dum.
You see, it's still bad. I'm gonna have to fire our engineers. What you think?
Oh shit.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get better engineers, man. We can't be having old screwed up broadcasts.
We definitely need better engineers.
Yeah,
so shout out to the community if anyone's around.
Right. I also talked to a lady that
Well, before you move on, one of the things about Woodland Park that I really would love to talk to more local Woodland Parkians about is back in the day, like a lot of the ways that it's written about is that it was kind of created as Idlewild, like almost like a suburb, like the quiet,
of Idlewild.
The quiet part of Idlewild, which would be like if we talk to each other more again, like people that want to come here, because we have that problem where there's some folks that are in the heart of Idlewild and they want everything to be quiet, and it's like we got to work around that somehow.
Yeah, we gonna work around that.
So think about, I don't know if Woodland Park is still the sleepy part of Idlewild, but maybe,
hey, look, they get just as wild in Woodland Park as we do in Idlewild.
Yeah.
And it's nice out there. It's actually nice. And I think we should visit them more, get more, join forces with them and do a little more activities and entertainment and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I think next year, the events will be in Idlewild.
Okay, cool.
I think every year they switch up. Like this year, the events is in Woodland Park.
I did go when Peyton's was originally opening.
Who?
Peyton's Place.
Okay.
And they had their opening parties. But I remember people had been at Woodland Park and then they came to Peyton's. Yeah.
Yeah, they do. They get it popping in Woodland Park, Steve. Oh yeah, we know that. We know that. I told you I lived out there for 3 or 4 years, man. I had a ball. I stayed right down the street from Woody's. I didn't stack it on 2 or 3 nights.
Are they open year round?
Woody's? I think so.
Cool.
Yeah, I think they open year round.
Maybe we could do a show in there.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, I'll talk to the owner.
Sweet.
Next time I'm out that way.
Awesome.
Okay,
you were about to talk about someone else.
I forgot what I was going to talk about.
It'll come back.
Yeah. But, now tomorrow is the yard party.
Okay. Oh, last weekend, how was the white party?
It was good. DJ wasn't shit though. But I just like seeing everybody. The music, yeah. I ate my rib tips and me and my friend got the hell on because the music wasn't. I don't know where they got that DJ. You got him out of Cracker Jack box.
Damn.
Because he wasn't hitting on nothing. But yeah, I had a nice time.
I love Danny's notes. They're harsh, but if we all listened to him, we'd be better off.
I told you before that I used to go to the beach and write down. I don't even write down notes no more. Because I it's not that I memorize them during the week, but it's I just keep thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? Then I don't have to write it down.
Okay. So they're more developed.
Yeah. So because like I say, tomorrow's the backyard party at Dana Jobert house. Are you going to that?
I'm gonna try. Yeah. I've been like real tired and behind.
Right. Yeah, you ain't been hanging out either. You ain't been to nothing.
That's not true.
What have you been to?
I was at Homie Day.
Yeah.
And then I was at Fireside.
Oh, everybody, yeah.
The other thing is I'm still new and I don't know where things are. I know people talk about it, and if I really wanted to go, I could ask. But I don't know the time or the location, right. So I'm like, it's okay.
You gotta get in your little gadget mobile and drive around. So,
yes, my gadget mobile.
Yeah, go gadget.
Oh man, I loved Inspector Gadget. Actually,
me too.
She for real had a early laptop.
Who?
His was it his niece?
I don't know.
Penny.
I don't know.
Yeah, the young nerd, like mini Inspector Gadget. I think it was his niece or something, and she had all this cool tech stuff like Inspector Gadget.
Steve, we know where it's at, man.
Oh, I know Dana Jobert because she posted it on Idlewild 100.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is 3 p.m. tomorrow next to lot owners.
Steve, are you up here or are you in the city? Damn, when you light that lighter, it's like a shot going off. Boom. Did you hear me light it? And boom.
Mm-hmm.
And what?
I did get made fun of too for my electric lighter
Yeah.
because apparently everyone can hear it when I light up. But it's so cool.
Oh,
It's
he on his way. Okay,
check
Steve.
that out.
Holler at me when you get in town. We can go to the bar, have us a couple of shots. I'm drinking Jose this weekend.
It's like it makes me feel like I'm in Star Wars,
Oh, okay.
and you can just charge it up.
Oh.
And I guess it's healthier than gas lighters because then you're not inhaling gas.
You got a lighter that you're going to have lit for 2 seconds. How much gas can you
Well, you're putting it right next to your
assume in
mouth.
2 seconds? Huh?
You're putting it right next to your mouth.
Not really.
Yeah, you're literally inhaling it, Danny.
Oh. Okay. What else is going on?
Okay, boomer.
Let me see.
The Greer's show just opened.
Yeah,
Chris
I
Greer
see that.
at the Holland Museum.
Oh,
There's a
okay.
new show about Idlewild. Chris Greer is Idlewild's official historian, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm excited to go check it out. I think it's open for a couple months. I think it was until October.
In Holland.
Holland, Michigan,
Oh,
which I've also wanted to visit because of their flower festival, but I haven't made it yet. I think it's in the spring.
Have you ever been to their flower festival?
No, I'm excited to go.
I haven't either. Only flower I like is the flower you put up in these right here.
Put up in flames.
Yeah, that's the only flower I mess with. But yeah.
That's not true, is it?
Yeah. No, I you know, my little garden. I didn't do no garden. Then my little flowers I planted, some of them died. Yeah.
I can help you. I feel like your yard is really shady.
It is.
Yeah.
Some parts of it.
Yeah. There's I have a few flowers I planted this year that did really well. They're shade loving. The wood poppy.
Right.
Which is a native poppy. It looks just like the California poppy, but it's bright yellow. And then what are they called? Virginia bluebells.
Oh, okay. So, see, I'm not up on a lot of flowers.
I'll bring some over.
Okay. That sounds cool.
I'll straighten you out.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Also, the fashion show's coming up.
Yes.
And coming back.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. I haven't seen that in years.
Yep. I'm contributing some vintage dresses.
Oh, for real?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Linda
now, are you going? Are you attending the fashion show?
I think so. Okay. I can't remember the date, but I should be, because it's later in August, right?
Like
I should
13th?
be back. Oh, the 13th.
Something like that. Don't quote me on that.
I should be back. Oh, it's
okay. It's on a Sunday, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's on a Sunday.
I'll look it up real quick. But I'm excited to see that because that has deep Idlewild roots. They've been doing fashion shows at least since the 50s, but probably before.
Well, I started attending them in the 80s.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you have pictures from back then?
I'm quite sure I do.
That'd be so cool.
I have to locate them.
Oh, it's been awesome to see too. Alan Hoogabook's been posting a lot more photos.
I told you I told you how long they've been coming up here.
Yeah, like
and he posts some hell of a pictures. I'm like, damn.
And the stuff that their family made in the print shop, that is so cool. Yeah. I hope we can build a Hoogabook print shop in Idlewild.
Hey, we got to touch on Alan about that.
We have a master printmaker on our hands.
Yeah.
That would be so cool.
And he's I think Alan is a graphic designer because he can draw good as hell.
So is I think Lottie Spady.
I never met her.
She's she has a YouTube channel and business called.
She be up here?
She's up, just on Idlewild Lake by the boat launch. She has this place and she's building this group called The Hive. They do, okay. And they're kind of like artists that have a focus in medicinal healing and
Oh,
using
okay.
native plants and everything,
Hmm.
which has also strong Idlewild roots.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were right. The fashion show is August 13th
Oh, okay.
at the lot owners building,
See
which
that?
also it's been really nice to see that the yard's been getting spruced up and everything.
I haven't been around it. It has.
Hmm.
I haven't been around them. But
Um,
somebody informed me that they're only using half of lot owners or something. The front part, not using the back or something like that.
oh, really?
But I don't know. That ought to be nice. I know it's gonna be nice.
Hmm. And I'm excited to get my clothes and play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, do you know who's gonna model your clothes?
I'm not sure yet. She's gonna take them.
Oh, Linda.
Linda's gonna come pick them up pretty soon because there's
Okay.
a rehearsal. I think this weekend maybe.
Oh, okay.
Or next week.
And I can see Linda modeling. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That, yeah.
Yeah,
That's good. I'm glad to see it. I can't wait.
I'm excited.
Ottawa 365 is holding Kids Day.
Okay.
Um, I'm not familiar with the date, but if you guys listening like to donate or volunteer, get in touch with Juanita Hawkins.
Awesome.
That was her dad that was on the show at Homie Day.
Oh, cool.
Greg Hawkins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. And like
Very
I say,
cool.
they've been coming up here for years too.
Man, it like makes me sob all the time seeing all these families and how everyone like works together and carries on these different legacies.
Well, see, yeah, because I mean, like the Blount family, the Hawkins family. Um, I don't know too many. Well, some of the Paytons, some the Greers, they come back. You know what I'm saying? And they invest in Ottawa.
Totally.
So that's cool. And I love what Juanita Hawkins is doing with 365 because, like I say, it's no programs here for the kids. You know.
Yeah. Well, this week also I've been lifeguarding a bit. I dusted off my lifeguarding card for We the People of Detroit.
Oh, okay.
Because they had their 3rd annual conference on water.
Okay.
Both like water policy change, because that's what they focus on.
Okay.
Is helping partnering with different underserved communities that are dealing with different water rights, and they were inspired to do like more of a retreat because they had been at some of the conferences on water policy, and they're majority white, and mostly all the people are talking about like how much they get to enjoy water,
right?
And so they really wanted to make that more of a reality for Black kids and for themselves. That it's not just that we're dealing with water in situations of trauma or scarcity, right, but we have these places too where.
Right, was it last week or the weekend before last? They had the boat wash from Michigan State with the mobile unit. Did nobody show? Well, the weather was screwed up.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, so they got unlucky with the weather.
It was only one boat. Hey, Steve, grab me a Big Mac or either a fillet of fish. But yeah, but didn't nobody show? It was only one boat, and that was a resident of Ottawa.
Yeah.
But the next day, it was 5 boats in the water.
Right. Oh man. But, well, I think it would be nice to have a whole car wash, boat wash combo. I mean, that would be a steady business.
I think that'll be too much for the beach.
I don't think it should. I don't think it should be on the beach.
Oh.
I think there should just be a gate or something. Like when you go to a parking garage, and you have to validate your ticket and use it within a certain amount of time. Right. So we could put it closer up on the by the post office even.
Oh, okay.
And then just give people a validation ticket,
Oh,
and then
okay.
they can make it through.
McDonald's family. Oh, okay, Steve. I thought you was at McDonald's. My bad. Yeah, it made me hungry. I was like, damn, Steve at McDonald's? Grab me a fish and a Big Mac.
You were ready.
I was ready. Damn.
Steve would bring you McDonald's
He
too.
probably would if he was at McDonald's.
That's the kind of friend Steve is.
Yeah, he a cool guy. He a cool guy. Yeah, him and his brother, the whole family.
Yeah, they're so sweet.
Yeah.
I still can't. I mean, Sandra, their mom, she's always amazing, but she was so sweet to let me film at her house, and was just very.
Yeah. So how did that mermaid
It
turn
was
out?
so awesome. We collectively decided that this is just the first annual mermaid conference in Idlewild.
Okay.
So everyone, if you're interested, find yourself a mermaid tail. You can just I got them from this company called FinFun.
Okay.
Just like finfun.com, I think. But if you just Google mermaid tail, there's a lot of places now where you can get them.
Oh, okay.
It was amazing.
It was.
It like all of us were just geeked out and like having the best time. And it was a group of friends that are all really fantastic, like really amazing artists.
Okay.
Doing a lot of activism work.
Right.
Just
and most of them was from Detroit, weren't they? From the Detroit area?
But my cousin came from Chicago, and one of my friends came from LA. So that was also cool to see, like, people come together and meet each other.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. I understand that Peyton's place is on the market.
On the market?
I think so.
Officially?
I was told that he was going to put it on there.
I mean, I heard that too, but it's listed? And
I don't know. I didn't check.
Well, we need to make sure the right people get it.
Shit.
Money you know talk. What I mean?
You know what I'm saying? I don't know about that one. Can you say, well, you know, I'm gonna say it anyway. I just hope, and well, shit, if you take it the wrong way, you take it the wrong. I just hope it don't get in the wrong hands.
And by that we mean someone that's not black.
Oh, see, I ain't want to go there. See, you always see. I got to live here.
I am living here. I don't see what the problem is in saying, even if, honestly, even if a white person bought it, we need someone that understands that you're in a historically black place and the history needs to be highlighted and celebrated. There are I know there are white people who can center blackness, but the unfortunate thing is, I don't think there's a lot of, we just need to make sure okay.
But
I have seen a few years ago, because I love looking at houses online.
Okay.
A few years ago, there was a house in Albany, New York, that had something to do with Harriet Tubman. Okay. And it said it in the listing, and because it was a registered historic property, they required you, and it was all in the listing. It said, you're buying into this house, you're required to take care of it as a historic place, and you have to write an application even just to try to buy the house.
Well, see, one thing I always said about the Red Rooster, Peyton Place, BNS, Rosanna's, is that you can't take away the history of that place. You know what I'm saying?
But it happens all the time, especially with black things.
Yeah, I mean, change is good.
Change is good.
I think I explained this to people before, that when they did redo the bar, that it changed the atmosphere in there. And I didn't like it at first. But after giving it a lot of thought, I'm like, well, change is good.
Yeah.
One thing I think they should have kept was some of the old pictures
Hmm.
of some of the jazz players and
Hmm.
stuff like that in there.
I was designing some because I was helping Quick, who designed
Right.
Peyton's,
And
and we
and that's
put.
the only thing I can't get that feel is not looking around
Hmm.
and see a platform with all the pictures of everybody been there
Hmm.
over the years and
Yeah, kind
you
of like
know
how Jones's ice cream.
yeah
Hmm.
yeah so um like I say redoing that bar was good because
Hmm.
they I mean carpet was old,
Hmm.
the seats were old, so I mean I'm not mad at them about redoing it, you
But it
know.
could have some soul in it.
Yeah, yeah, it could,
Hmm.
you
It could
know,
use a little more soul,
yeah.
and it wasn't the plan because our we were talking about rotating. So I was gonna make a a permanent series of photo collages and historical, like the yearbook cover that I made blown up and stuff like that. That would be, I mean, like the Ebony article. That would be cool to
Excuse
see.
me.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. Water went down the wrong way.
Arms up.
There we go.
All better.
But yeah, that would be nice. But I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, but then like rotating it so the collages and stuff would be permanent, but we could have visiting artists come in
Right.
and show work.
Yeah, they ain't finna do under the management they got now.
Yeah.
They ain't finna do that shit now.
Yeah.
No.
It's all Budweiser ads.
Yeah. I want to see Louis Armstrong on the wall.
Hell yes.
You know what I'm saying? What's his name? Damn, I can't even think of the jazz singer. Louis Armstrong, Fats Domino.
Mm-hmm.
I like to see all them old cats on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
The pictures of everybody that's been in the last 30, 40 years. Wow.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I would love that. I was excited about making them too.
Right.
I'm still making them, to be honest. So.
Are you? Regardless,
yeah.
huh?
So Peyton's or whatever Peyton's place becomes.
Yeah, Steve, we don't know what's gonna happen. It's up in the air, baby. But I don't know. It is what it is.
But anyone out there with some cash flow that has a good heart,
Yeah. Buy the bar for us.
buy it for us.
Yeah, we'll take care of it.
Please.
We'll manage it.
Yep. Design, manage.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it is what it is, I guess.
Ooh, I also Kevin and I, so we dropped off one of my friends in Detroit and set up a film shoot with Mike Reed, who he bought a property just down the street also.
Okay.
And he's a zookeeper at the Detroit Zoo.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. And he used to be the director of the Belle Isle Zoo.
Oh, wow.
And so.
Have you ever been to Belle Isle?
Yeah. I loved it. Yeah. And I love their botanical garden. Oh, that's okay. What I went through there and the zoo and everything.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. I think it's beautiful. And so we filmed, there's 2 other black zookeepers.
Oh, okay.
And we filmed them working and interviewed them and everything. Wow. It was really fun.
Was that recently?
Yeah, on Tuesday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you was in Detroit on Tuesday?
Yep.
Well, you be getting out of here, don't you?
I know. We're all over the place.
Damn.
People are coming in and out.
Go get your car.
Pew.
Pew. Oh, wow.
It's so fun. I think I said this before, but I'm pretty sure it's the first electric car in Idlewild. And I also decided I want to have the first off-grid house in Idlewild.
Off-grid?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was thinking about something like that too.
Yeah? You want to compete?
Way out somewhere.
We can compete and see who does it first.
You couldn't. I mean, if I had the proper things to work with, I believe I could stay off-grid.
Yeah. Well, I'm taking steps.
Are you? Mm-hmm. I love to live off-grid.
Yeah, because that's the other thing. it is very hot today, y'all. In my house in particular, because it's not it's not insulated yet.
Y'all, we're gonna have to take over the donation to get my co-host just a little inside air conditioner.
But here's the thing. I mean, you can see in Danny's background, it's just the bare ceiling. The electrical is finally almost finished.
Okay.
So then I'm gonna do spray foam insulation and then batting, so it's like doubled up. It'll be super. It'll help like keep, the temperature more constant.
Okay.
And then I'm also I got a continuous hot water heater,
okay,
which is lower energy actually.
Okay.
And then I just had a quote for a heat pump.
Oh, okay.
Which are also called mini splits, and they kind of work. I wanted to get geothermal. I'm in love with geothermal, but he said it's not really worth it for my place. But they work kind of
big enough.
They work kind of the same. Yeah, for the amount of like infrastructure they need to put in, it's not really big enough. But the heat pump works the same, where it's like, I'm gonna super nerd out now. Okay. The countercurrent heat exchange.
Okay.
Which is how our blood works.
Okay.
You know how like our blood moves oxygen around our body.
Right.
And it goes all the way to like the capillary level.
Oh, you lost me.
And then at that level, it's just exchanging oxygenated blood for the carbon dioxide heavy.
So that's what the heat exchange does?
With the earth.
With the earth?
Yeah, because at a certain depth, the earth is at a constant 55 degrees.
Huh?
The earth stays at a constant 55 degrees.
Okay.
At a certain depth. And so they just put a series of tubes down there.
Yeah.
And they literally just circulate the air. So the air that comes into the house is always 55, which is like, and then it's just a little fan
that blows it in your house.
Yeah. So all year you have that stable level, and then there's just they'll usually match it with something else. Or I guess you could mix it or something. I don't know how that part works, but
wow,
it's free energy. And it's not using fossil fuels. And we are in the climate crisis now. It's happening.
Oh, yeah. It's about a crisis. See how hot it is, especially out west.
I know.
Wow.
It's the hottest July recorded.
Yep.
And there's wild, wild, wild weather things happening all over the planet.
The fires are still burning in Canada.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I talked to my sister today, and she said the air quality, you got damn near got to walk around Detroit outside with a mask.
Yeah, I feel it too.
And they tell you in the morning that try not to use your air conditioner, but it's 90 degrees.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. So. Yep. And there was major flooding in Vermont.
Yeah.
And somewhere else.
Yeah. It's been over 110 degrees in Arizona for the last 30 days.
Nonstop.
My son texted me the other day and sent me a picture of the temperature 114.
Damn.
Yeah, they can't wait to get the hell out of there. Ooh, 114. Damn.
Ooh. Currently, it's 93 in here. It feels like it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so we have a lot of work to do to keep Black Eden afloat.
Yeah, we do. We getting it done. It'll be all right. If we stick together.
Yep.
Start arguing and bickering.
Yep. Well, this is also in my scheme to go off grid. That's part of why I've been cutting down trees on that side.
Okay.
Because this side of the house is south facing.
Okay.
So and it's all, there's like no windows. It's all roof.
Right.
So it's perfect for solar panels.
Okay. So you gonna get solar panels? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Now, where do you plan on living off grid at? Here?
Right here.
Oh.
In this very house.
Oh. So you're gonna have solar this and electric car and go gadget.
Yeah. And I am in love with my electric car. I got the Chevy Bolt, but I do we also need to acknowledge that that's causing another crisis.
Right.
Because of the batteries, we haven't figured out how to make batteries without some precious metals. Now there's more mining crises happening.
No, a battery,
mostly in Africa.
A battery in them electric cars will last how long?
That's another good question. I think it's only about 10 years.
That's better than the cars they got now. Shit, the battery in the brand new car don't last 10
yeah.
years.
Oh my gosh. But hopefully by then we'll have figured out a better way without mining Africa and the seabed.
Right.
Which is destroying lives, destroying the environment.
Right. I told you about the skating party next month.
Skating party. Sorry.
Skating party.
Thanks for walking me back off that cliff. I'm excited about the skating party.
Do you know how to skate?
Yeah.
You do?
I love skating.
Oh.
I spent.
Now, do you own your own skates?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay.
I have rollerblades, like vintage roller skates. I have ice skates.
You're gonna come in there with some old ass 1920 roller skates on.
In a killer outfit.
With square wheels.
Square wooden wheels. That would be sweet.
Well, no, you can't wear it. I'm quite sure you got a old outfit in there like a.
I'm gonna make the skates, and I'm gonna see if Kwaku might want to make me a hat.
Oh wow! Okay.
I know he's making one for his show.
Right.
Kwaku is an amazing Idlewild who was running Idlewild Eats.
Yeah, we miss him
years
around
ago,
here.
And I miss him a whole lot.
Yeah, we miss him around here.
I'm really glad I got to see him last week too when we were in Detroit.
Right. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I miss Lloyd too. Lloyd was pretty cool.
Yeah, Lloyd was cool.
Yeah, Lloyd was cool. But like I said, I wish Kwaku going to do something with road runners though.
I know.
We need some businesses open
We
up
need
around
it,
here.
and I talked to him about it, and he needs ideas, y'all. And I told him I'm sending him a business plan.
Okay.
Because I want to. I mean, I don't have time.
Right.
But it needs to be open.
Yeah, it does.
And there's a lot of. I was talking to a few folks about a few folks that would love to help and work in there too. Right. So I think if we all, like everything else, if we all just put in a little.
Well, shoot them that business plan. Tell them I'll manage it.
Mm-hmm. That'd be dope.
I ain't doing shit else.
Yes, you would be an amazing manager. I think.
Oh, I would be.
I mean, I heard some stories.
Have you?
About from back in the day.
Oh. Yeah.
Tammy Cakes.
Yeah. At the Rooster.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you were a yeller?
Yeah, I was.
Damn.
You gotta get in line.
Yeah. I mean, some people bring it out of you.
Yeah. You ain't lying. Yep. That's for sure.
Because I yelled at a few folks.
Yeah.
I'm happy to say though, have I yelled at anyone this summer? I don't think so.
I don't think I have either.
Not mean, not in a mean way.
I don't think I have either. I
had some good serious talks.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't yell at anyone.
Right.
Just raise my voice a little.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. You gotta raise your voice, son.
Yep.
You get your point across. Sometimes you have to do that.
Well, one of my favorite people said, he said that, his dad used to tell him, don't raise your voice, improve your opinion.
Oh, okay.
Or improve your argument.
Right.
Okay. Archbishop Desmond Tutu.
Desmond Tutu?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Brilliant, angelic human being. What do you said you wanted to try to do the skate party on a Friday in August?
Yeah.
And you're trying to think of a date?
Yeah. We're not sure what day that weekend.
You think earlier?
Or even the weekend before.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know, we get together before then.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Could I incorporate it into a film shoot?
Um,
You know about the Civilian Conservation Corps?
No, I don't.
They were a group that was started in the 30s for part of the Great Depression relief.
Okay.
The workers, the WPA, I always forget what it stands for, but the government put a lot of money into different civic works programs,
Oh, okay.
and the Civilian Conservation Corps was one of them. And there was a group of there was a black CCC group that stayed in Baldwin, and they worked on a bunch of stuff in Idlewild. Like they built the extension off that used to be on the library
Okay.
when it was a school.
Mm-hmm.
They did a bunch of, they made a bunch of trails, and all this just great stuff that
Mm.
is still in Idlewild. And um, they used to hang out, you know,
Right.
because it was right next door.
Mm-hmm.
So I was already talking to Mark about getting Boys to Men CCC uniforms.
Oh, okay.
So then when they're doing like a work session,
Mm-hmm.
I could just film them working and it would look like an old timey movie.
Oh, okay.
So, and I think it would be really fun. So I think it'd be cool too to film them in their uniforms roller skating.
Right.
That would
Yeah.
be so cute.
Right. That would be nice. I can't wait till I haven't skated in 40 years.
40?
I ain't skated since Lot on this was open.
How come?
Just haven't. Just haven't.
Mm.
See,
Are you going to buy some skates?
No.
No? Rent them?
No.
You're not skating?
I ain't getting on no damn roller skate. Break my goddamn hip. Look up, I need a hip or a leg replacement or something.
Yeah.
No, I ain't doing that.
Well, Kevin had to go back to work
Okay.
in Virginia, but I'm trying to convince him to come back to film that day.
Oh, okay. Of the skating party?
The skating party and a little, the Civilian
Fashion
Conservation Day. That would be amazing too.
Fashion show.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, I wonder if we can go live in the fashion show.
That would be really fun. You could be like that. What was that guy you talked about? That guy from Detroit.
Fears?
You said that little dude. You called him a little dude with all his women.
I forgot who it was.
Do you remember who I mean? He would bring models for the fashion show, I guess.
Fears? Wasn't his name Fears?
No, he was a dancer.
Oh,
or was he running the fashion show later in the 80s?
Yeah.
He was?
Well, he was bringing in the models.
What?
But they were coming from Chicago.
Okay. Maybe. And you think that was Clifford Fierce?
I think so.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember them fashion shows.
Wow.
Yeah, there was beautiful. I mean, wonderful. I mean, yeah.
You can say beautiful.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, Idlewild week coming up next month.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what's going to be happening that week?
No, because every year they have different, things, but it's just one big ass party for the whole week, and different clubs, are giving them different parties.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, so anybody out there that's gonna have any badges for Ottawa week, put me one up, please. No, put me up too. Please.
Is there a parade or anything?
No.
No. That would be fun.
No.
Is there a theme?
Some of the parties be themed.
Okay.
Like Western Day, Jean Day,
dope.
Drunk Day.
Drunk Day?
Yeah.
Do you need to add that?
Yeah.
Every day is Drunk Day.
Every day. Yeah, but yeah. I want to say, I had a friend of mine that if anybody knows, his name is Big Red. His name is David Freeman. from my understanding, he had a stroke a few days.
Mm,
But I like to tell everyone he's doing better and he's at home.
good.
So rest up, Dave, and I'll see you in the next few days back on that water.
Mm. Yeah, and let me know if there's like a food train or anything.
Okay. Uh, Um, then we had two deaths. Um, Matia, I know you don't know her,
Mm-mm.
but she passed away.
No.
Then we had another female, Danielle DePriest. She passed away.
Mm.
So
Sorry about that.
been a few deaths this week. Yeah.
Do you know? Um, did you know them well enough that you could share a little about them?
Yeah, but I don't want to share.
Okay.
No, I keep that shit to myself.
Okay. Oh well, sorry for
Yeah,
sorry for those losses.
But what else is going? Oh, I've noticed the beach has been pretty good without dogs.
Oh, cool.
I ain't seen a dog up there all week. Well, in the water,
Mhm.
that is.
Well, that's
So I wonder if people getting the word or just,
that would be cool.
Yeah. So I like to get to the point where you don't see none in the water, but shit happens.
Yeah.
You know.
I have been seeing the loons a lot.
The who?
The loons.
Now is that bird that make that funny noise?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen them either.
They're so beautiful.
I hear them.
Mm-hmm.
But I wonder why they only come out at night or make that sound at night.
Yeah, I don't know. But I've been seeing well, from lifeguarding. I guess if I was sitting out watching the lake every day, I would see them more.
Right.
But it's really nice. I mean, I would love to lifeguard a little bit.
I told you I did it on the beach few years. Well, in the 90s, late 80s, early 90s. Went to the YMCA, got my certificate.
I think it would be. I think it would be really great to build a Y up here too.
Build one. We need other shit in Ottawa instead of YMCA.
But that would be great jobs for people and a nice place for folks to go.
We need businesses in Ottawa.
That is a business. Yeah. And a community center.
Well, we got.
Because then it's like.
We got shit around here now that ain't doing nothing.
Physical therapy, and you can get funding for that from, like, tax dollars and.
It's a good idea, but.
It is. I think it's a really good idea.
Putting it into motion is a whole different story.
Well, yeah.
Especially up here.
I know.
These lame ass people.
I'm on it though.
You know?
And this is the thing. This is why I don't mind sharing my ideas, is because I just want them to happen. So if someone else wants to swoop in and steal my ideas,
right.
Please do.
Right. Right.
And I will be cheering you on.
Yeah. Well, we got to work on something. Hopefully next year, because this year is almost gone.
I know.
So.
Time is like rushing by. Like I'm in a current.
It seems like after the 4th of July, summer gone.
And you said that too, and I feel like you cursed it.
Nah, this shit happened every year. I ain't cursed it.
Do you feel like it gets faster and faster?
Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
Days go by quicker.
Getting old.
Damn.
Oh my gosh.
I don't wonder why is that. Summers go by so quick, but the winters last forever.
My winter sped by too. Like, I think.
You be sitting in the house, it's snowing.
I love it.
I love it. But you be sitting in the house like, damn, I'd be glad when spring comes.
Ooh, you know something I've always wanted to do that I think would be perfect here because the winter is so cold?
What?
Is a hot pudding truck.
A who?
Hot pudding.
Just sell hot pudding?
Yeah, but in an ice cream truck, but it's hot pudding.
And drive around?
Yes. Remember running? Imagine hearing the music, and then you like rush and you put on your snowsuit. Yeah.
Ain't nobody doing all that shit.
I would do it. So if it's just me making myself hot pudding and delivering it to myself, I would be really excited.
Well, that's probably what you're gonna have to do because ain't nobody putting on no shit coming out getting no hot ass fudge.
One of the winter shows, I'll make hot pudding.
Oh, okay.
So if anyone's up,
Well, go get Bill Cosby to help you out with the pudding.
shut up.
I'm quite sure he can give you. Some...
Damn. Oh my God, Danny, that's a great segue. Speaking of pedophiles. Damn.
But Bill wasn't no pedophile.
Yeah, he's just a rapist.
Yeah,
Right.
he was just a rapist.
Great point. And very important distinction. Sorry.
Bill.
Content warning, y'all. Sorry.
Poor
Bill.
Poor Bill.
Fuck Bill. Man.
Yeah, I can't. Anything to do with violating a person's body, I can't mess with.
And getting off on it.
And
like, what the hell?
But you know what? You have to wonder how in showbiz and with actor, how long shit been like that been going on?
It's not even just that though. It's like every single place. I can attest.
Like the White House now.
The White House, but I mean, even including Idlewild, like I've had a not a great time in that respect.
And where in Idlewild?
In Idlewild, like I'm not saying anyone crossed the line.
So what you saying?
I'm saying like some folks, there's a relentless thirst. Let's put it that way.
Oh yeah, there's some thirsty people around here too.
And they are not bashful.
No, they're not.
And they should be.
Yes, they should.
I mean, y'all. And also, this is like the thing that confuses me. If you want something, like I want to be surrounded by gorgeous people.
Okay.
That's cool.
Right.
It's fun.
Right.
All my friends are beautiful.
Okay. There you go.
But you can respect someone as a human being. And as you said, like everyone deserves their own space.
Right.
And a lot more people, it's like when you're watching birds or something, a lot more birds are going to come around if you just chill.
And don't say shit.
And don't say shit.
Oh, okay.
You know, and let that energy just like relax.
Right, right.
But and before you know it.
But look, they said the White House was known for cocaine use.
Wow.
From years ago.
Mm-hmm. I think they just found cocaine,
and then,
right?
Just recently, they found a bag.
Yeah, like in the staff office.
But they say, what was it, John Kennedy in his era back then? Everyone
was doing it.
Yeah. I
believe it. What if that's the reason for like all of the shenanigans and wild, you know, like intrigue and everything? It's just like people messing up on drugs.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And trying to cover up ridiculous things.
Right.
And it's like, why are you spending energy doing that instead of something that could be useful?
Because of the drugs.
That's wild.
No.
Some drugs, I feel like, make me want to do good stuff.
There might be some drugs that make you want to do good stuff.
Like when I'm smoking marijuana,
but
all I think about is like how I could help other people. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's literally running this podcast.
Does it give you superpowers?
Sometimes I feel like, yeah, it does. I'll cry about something and I'll be like, this sucks. Why is this so terrible? And then I'll think of an idea of how to make it better.
So you sit up, get high, and get sentimental.
Yeah. Daily.
For real?
As Cornel West says, you have to die daily.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. And sit with it.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yup.
That's crazy.
As the great Mark Watts says.
Right. Right. I haven't heard. Well, I talked to him earlier.
Yeah.
Then him or wanna must not be on board with us today.
I know.
And that's the
We
last
must have.
thing he said. I'm getting ready for the podcast later on.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
So we done messed up.
Yeah. That's all right.
I'll figure out why.
Yeah.
See, some people you can ask.
Right. And they'll tell you.
And they'll let you know.
Yeah.
In a nice way.
Right.
I'm sure they're just busy.
They probably so. No, because I ain't got nothing to do today.
Uh-oh. Damn. Should we text him? Maybe he fell asleep.
Yeah, right. You got something to do. That's all right though.
Well, shucks.
Steve, are you still with us? Where you at, man? If you pass by a Burger King, grab me a Whopper with no tomatoes.
Oh, he said two things a while ago. He said he doesn't eat fast food.
Yeah.
Well, why would you when you cook that good?
Yeah, I eat fast food because, and I have to admit, I ain't been cooking lately.
Really?
Hell no, I've been Pompey's, Dairy Queen, and yeah, I gotta stop that.
What do you eat at Dairy Queen?
I get the barbecue pork sandwich or chili dog.
Steve also said he'd love to see Peyton's Place develop a Woody's Type 5.
Yeah.
No?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
I mean, you know what I'm going to say. I like the way it looked.
Me too. And it's not the bar itself that make the bar. Mm-hmm. It's the people that come in the bar.
Totally.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So, but I mean, I think it's fun to go to like Jones's Ice Cream and it's all old school.
Oh yeah.
You know, yeah. People like old timey.
They do.
Especially when you're in an old timey place.
Yeah, but old timey with a up to date.
Yeah, it's like clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so yeah. So like I say,
my kitchen's old timey.
But what I say about the bar is if they would have displayed some of the old the pictures that used to be on the wall. Mm-hmm. And you look around, even though the place is remodeled, mm-hmm. you're still looking at those pictures.
Totally.
And you're still remembering how, it was back then. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, maybe they would do that next year.
Mm-hmm. Steve says Woody's had that big open space and a diverse menu with good food.
Yep.
See?
Yep.
What a great way to sum it up. I mean, what do you remember about Roadrunner, or were you here for Rosanna's Tavern?
Yeah. Rosanna, BNS. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
BNS?
What's BNS? It was BNS. It was Bud and Sharon.
Oh, the couple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know what BNS meant.
Yeah.
What were they like?
I was young then. I wasn't old enough to get in the bar then. But in the 80s.
You never saw them around town?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, what were they like?
I never associate with them. I was a kid then,
See, when I was a kid, I used to go downtown and hang out with grown-ups.
For real?
I had this whole circuit. I would go to the pet store.
Okay.
And I would just hang out with the pets, and the pet store owner would started letting me feed different animals.
Oh, okay.
And then I would go to, there was this, it was called the Nature Store Herb Shop. Mm-hmm. And I would help her make candles and restock.
Oh, okay.
I just because I liked what they were doing.
Right.
So I was like, if I do this with you, then I'll learn how to do it.
Right.
And then I would go to, right next door was a bakery. Mm-hmm. And I would help them out. I'd just sweep the floors and and help make stuff. And then every Saturday she would give me whatever was left over. So right. I'd walk home with a big bag that day.
Oh, okay.
And I would make jewelry, and I sold it at this place called Midnight Sun.
Mm. And now where was this?
In Oswego, New York.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you lived in New York before?
Mm-hmm. Mostly from 3.5 till 17.
Oh, okay.
Or 16.
Right.
Hmm. But then we'd go visit, stay with my dad in like summer and every other holiday.
Oh, okay.
Hmm. And that was the weird thing is, I guess I did the same thing everywhere. But in Ohio, in Columbus, we lived around the corner from a public swimming pool.
Okay.
So my brothers and some of the other kids in the neighborhood, we'd just like be there every day, all day.
Wow.
It was like a quarter to get in. There'd be an ice cream truck that would pull up at some point in the day. It was awesome.
We used to have a guy that had an ice cream truck that used to drive around Ottawa.
Really? We should get
Matter
him.
of fact, it was Mimi's son.
Mm.
That ice cream. Then there was a guy before him too. I don't know how good they you know.
They were never good, but it was just cheap ice cream.
Yeah.
It was, all those like popsicle
Right.
ice creams.
Right.
But it would be cool. What if we like partnered with Jones's or something and had an Idlewild ice cream truck?
Yeah.
And they could supply the ice cream.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good thing. Because that ice cream alone would be, I mean, you know how many people would come there knowing you got Jones's ice cream?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I remember actually, Chris Blount said he had that idea in the works.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I think it was before, like right before COVID hit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that little store right across from the bar.
Yeah.
With a perfect little ice cream.
Yes, and Kwaku and I were talking about that too because he was involved in that building for a second.
Oh, wow.
And I was saying what I wanted to do because you know how I want to make all of Idlewild a big garden. Yeah. I was like, what if you could have you ever been to Cold Stone ice cream?
No.
Cold Stone is this chain where it's kind of like a taco line.
Okay.
So they'll have like whatever your base ice cream is, and then they'll add in the flavors, but they make it all like look fancy. Oh. So they like have a Cold Stone, and they like do some like pizza making moves on it.
If you were to put a business in Ottawa,
but then imagine it's like that, but you could, a lot of the toppings would be like Idlewild blueberries. And you could have them there in the store, or you could choose to like bring your own toppings or go on like a foraging tour.
That's interesting.
Wouldn't that be cute?
It probably would.
All the options. You don't have to do it. But what were you going to say?
I forgot.
You said if I was going to...
Oh, if you were going to open up a business in Ottawa, what business would you open up? What business would you think that would prosper here in Ottawa?
Well, I'm probably not the best person to ask because I did open up a business, but also
in Ottawa.
Prosperity to me is, I think, different.
Who?
Prosperity to me is like, I think I define it differently. Because I'm not thinking about like how am I going to make the most money. I'm just thinking about what I think could help the community the most and make Idlewild more in the way that I would like to see it.
More self-sufficient.
Yeah. Self-sufficient, environmentally sustainable and healthy.
Right.
So I started this company called Black Eden Botanicals. Okay. I think I mentioned like last summer I made soap with sassafras that it grows all over. It's like a weed here, but it's actually the original plant that was used to make root beer, and the roots smell just like root beer.
Oh wow!
And they have natural bug repellent properties. So I thought it'd be nice in a summer, And so I'm developing all these products that are connected with the history of Idlewild.
Right.
So this summer I've been planting a lot of roses and working on developing an Idlewild rose water. And that one is going to be named after Dr. Daniel Hale Williams. So it'll be Dr. Dan's rose water. Okay. And because I found out from Susie, one of the curators at the Historical Society in Baldwin.
Okay.
She grew up here, white lady who can
Okay.
sense her blackness.
Okay.
She grew up here, and she remembers going to Dr. Dan,
Okay.
and she said that, or was it might have been her mom or something that told her the story, but she was saying that he would let people bring him roses in exchange for medical service.
Oh, okay.
So that's like a open door clinic, you
So
know.
what if you did that with weed? People brought you weed to get medical service. That'd be good.
That would be good.
Yeah, I can do something like that.
We should, okay, so and this is what the business is kind of right now, is just developing these product ideas. But I keep imagining like Danny's Coney Islands.
Yeah.
I can see it on the island.
Yeah.
And then also, now that you're saying that, we got to make you a strain of weed.
Yeah. What would you name it?
Oh my gosh, Uncle Grandpa.
Ah, that's a good one. Okay. Okay.
Is it a hybrid?
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be a good one. I can't wait to tell my grandson that one. My strain of weed would be Uncle Grandpa.
Uncle Grandpa.
Oh, that's something else. Wow.
So it's all these things that we can make right here,
Right.
Which is how they used to do it.
Right. Yeah, but you're talking about living off the grid. Is that considered living off the grid? I want to do living off the grid, but I want to go out somewhere.
Yeah, like more in the acreage.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
You know?
That's kind of what, like, Charles Page.
Even in the winter.
Yeah. Yeah, you can. Like, now you can do it pretty comfortably.
I want to do it like for a year, one whole year.
It would be cool to do that, and that could be like a residency, you know?
No, I ain't trying to have no people there with me.
No, you don't need to. I'm just saying, like, we have a thing that takes care of this house, and you can, like, apply to stay in it for a year.
Yeah, I guess.
Off grid.
Off grid?
Because that's the thing, is then what would you do with it after the year?
Right.
You know? If it was more of a collective thing, you could just let someone else stay in it.
Right. And then you live off grid. Yeah.
Why would you want to do it?
What? Live off grid? Because I love the challenge. You know what I'm saying? Where you got, if you don't get out and work, well, not work, but if you don't get out and you don't have heat, you don't have food.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, why don't you can have heat and food?
Huh?
You can have heat and food.
No, I'm saying not like you go to a thermostat and turn the dial up. I'm talking about going out cutting wood and putting it in your wood burner and going out killing a squirrel, coming back cooked, you know, instead of going to the market.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe I can do that. There
was this guy that I met in the fall last year at this conference for it was this group that's developing this thing called the Black Craftspeople's Digital Archive.
Okay.
And it's about it's like a digital archive of Black craftspeople from enslavement.
Okay.
And documenting how much documenting like who was in the trades and what people were doing. And they had this one guy involved who he created residencies at old plantations that are like in the park system. And he visits them, he stays at them.
Okay.
And he does traditional carpentry with like all hand tools and everything. And he studies antique furniture to see like he can tell what, like if it was an African person from Benin or something who was enslaved by a German family.
Okay.
Because then they're like all the techniques, he can read it basically.
Right.
It was amazing. And so he started this he started that as a practice. Like he visited them, and then he started these group conferences.
Where your ice at?
In the freezer.
I'll be back, ladies and gentlemen.
We can see you. He started these conferences.
I'm going over to my
the restaurant. It's like the Jetsons. But he it's so beautiful, and his whole thing was like he wants to tell the story of the people that stayed. Okay. You know, and he pointed out that like so many of us talk about or think about the folks that run away, which is true, but a lot of our family members didn't run away, you know, and so he was like, and so we had to endure all this and still be able to create community. That one's bubbly.
Oh.
The fresh is in that little spigot.
That little who?
If you want fresh filtered.
Where?
The little spigot by the sinks.
Little spigot? Right here?
No.
Here?
Yep, that one.
Oh. But you got a purifier on there? Yeah,
I really just got it for like when I make tea or coffee, because the water heater, like the water is safe and it's actually really delicious and spring fed like water and everything, but the minerals sometimes build up, so I use that. Oh man, y'all. Let me know if anyone's out there. When Danny gets back, I'll ask him what businesses he would want to start aside from the Coney Islands and developing a weed strain. What do y'all think he should start, and what business would you want to start? Steve, if you had a restaurant, what kind of food would you make? Or would it be like more open? I was asking people about your business question. So,
okay.
Aside from the restaurant, what business would you start?
Would I start? Something like Road Runners.
A little store.
Well, shit. Have you been in Road Runners before?
Just when, like, it's really almost ready to open.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw it then when Kwaku was about to open it.
Yeah, I mean, it's, actually, there's nothing to do but stock it.
Mm-hmm. And there's some stuff in there.
Yeah, but that stuff has been in there for years. You don't want to use that.
Okay.
Yeah, people dying.
It's not. It's like non-perishable. Like
that should probably kill you worse than fentanyl.
Oh my gosh.
She's been in there 10 years.
Dang.
Open up a can of sardines, ain't nothing in there but bones.
Has it really been 10 years?
No, I'm just playing. It's been a few years.
When I was in high school, we had a physics teacher who someone gave him what were those donut cake things with like cream inside? Twinkie.
Okay.
Someone gave him a Twinkie and he hung it from the ceiling, and it was there for I think it was there for over a decade when I was in high school, and it still looked like completely fine.
For real?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yep. It was weird and gross.
I bet it was. 10 years?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Eat that one.
And you would never know.
That shit's stronger than fentanyl.
Yeah.
That's a damn shame how that shit then came in the world. And
do you know where fentanyl's from? Or like what? How did it?
I have no idea. I'm sure it wasn't no black man though.
Yeah. I'll look it. Was it another prescription drug?
Well, you know, it's not the same fentanyl as your doctors give you, from my understanding. I don't know. I'm not familiar with it and don't want to get familiar with it.
Steve Bont says simple plates: breakfast, eggs, waffles, grits, fresh fruit, pancakes. Lunch, sandwiches, onion rings, wings, burgers, dogs. Dinner, gourmet salads, ribs, chicken, catfish, pasta. Brilliant. That's a good menu.
That is a pretty good menu, and um, before I tried to get the owners of the bar to change the menu. Yeah, I've been trying to get them to do that for years, but they never did. I mean, we would add some stuff, you know,
Man.
especially your finger food, like your what is it, mozzarella sticks, fried mushrooms. You know what I'm saying?
I super love a breakfast sandwich.
Yeah.
And hash browns, like any potato products,
Yeah,
make me so happy.
yeah. I like hash browns. I like the diced potatoes, smothered potatoes.
I like the waffle fries.
Yeah.
I like the tater tots.
Right. Right.
We could definitely get a potato sponsor.
I've seen this. I'm gonna try before the summer is up. I've seen a hamburger, but instead of buns, it was a glazed donut.
Fuck. That sounds like something that's on The Simpsons.
Actually, when I seen the picture of that boy, looked good.
Yeah. Was it squish donut?
No, it was just a big ass burger in between a glazed donut. Like
was there bacon on it?
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. 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 Need more options outside of fried foods. Yeah, that's true. More organic and healthy foods.
I really love Brussels sprouts.
Hate them.
One of my friends got me super into them because
Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, they just make them perfectly.
Oh yeah.
Whew.
I ate them as kids, but not as a grown person.
Antonius Tinbui, my friend. Oh. They're just like so simple, like roasted or pan fried.
Okay.
And salt and pepper.
How do you think they'd be deep fried?
Probably delicious, but Steve Blount said we need more options outside of fried foods.
Right.
So you're just trying to fry everything.
Well,
I was trying to give a veggie example.
I'll give the people what they want. You want a gourmet meal, then you take your ass to a restaurant.
It's like drug dealing.
Well, you got to give people what they want.
Damn.
What sells?
I think it would be nice to have different kinds of safe houses, or like a rehab facility, a nice one though, you know.
No, because that bring more druggies around.
No,
but enough motherfucking druggies around.
That's what I'm saying. A nice one.
Don't need no rehabs in Ottawa nowhere.
We need one because we need a place for people to go that
they got places to go. Traverse City, Cadillac.
But how are they gonna make it?
They supply the transportation for them. I wouldn't know. That ain't good.
They're already here.
He say gourmet at my place. Okay.
Thanks, Steve.
Steve, what you cooking this weekend?
The menu.
And I want to know how in the hell is he listening to us and he's driving on the highway
and making comments.
Uh-oh. By the hands-free driving or hands-free radio?
Oh yeah, maybe he has an Inspector Gadget car.
He might have. He might have.
I wouldn't put it past him. Ooh, I'm excited about Cooking in the Wild coming back. Yeah. They released the food.
Yeah.
The first one is Wings in the Wild.
Yeah, I think that's the only one, ain't it? I don't know if they're doing the chili cook-off.
Oh, really?
I don't know. He's talking about multitask. Yeah, okay.
Uh-oh.
How the hell you can't multitask and driving, man.
Stay safe.
Yeah.
I almost drive.
Yeah, okay. You got a go gadget mobile too, huh?
Ooh, and the other thing, this is actually going in my pitch to Kwaku, is this one really might get stolen
Right.
by a car company.
A car company?
A vehicle. So I want to get, I'm getting a vintage gas pump
Yeah, for your charge for your
for
car.
my charger, and I'm getting it wired to be a charger for my car. But I think I want to make like a public charging station like that, so it looks like an old gas station.
Yeah, but the thing about that is, I think you're the only person around here got an electric car.
No, I went to charge it at the public station in Big Rapids, and there was a couple people there already, and one of the guys that I was charging next to was like, said that it's always busy.
Yeah, that's in
And
Big Rapids.
But they need more. And I think Mark was saying one of his friends went to Baldwin to charge.
Ain't no place in Baldwin to charge, is it?
I know. No, there is behind Jones's. So we need one.
Behind Jones's?
Yeah.
I
couldn't find it, but apparently it's supposed to be.
Ain't nothing but a parking lot behind Jones's.
I know, but I did see. I couldn't find the plug, but there were some RVs parked behind that pavilion.
You say you're stopping at Myers. No, we good over here, man.
Thanks so much.
Lydia wants something for Myers. Yeah, in Big Rapids now.
I know that you have it under control.
Right. Yeah.
I definitely can't think about
what?
Items that I would.
Oh.
No, I'm all good. Thanks, Steve.
Yeah, we good.
Everyone's so sweet.
Yeah, they nice. I told you, our friends are cool.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them. Some of them. Nah, I'll say all of them. Yeah, get on me. Oh, man.
Well, we all know that I'm the least cool of your friends.
Oh, you cool, too.
You think so?
I wouldn't be sitting here doing the damn broadcast with you, a podcast with you every week if you wasn't cool.
But you said I'm an L7.
Yeah, you're a nerd, but you're a cool nerd. You know, you're a nerd, like I say, but you're cool. You got cool nerds.
Thanks.
But you know what I'm saying? You gotta know your limit with nerds. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I made it.
Yeah.
Mama, I made it.
I made it as a nerd.
Ask a nerd.
That's cool though. Nah, but yeah. I had Steve cracking up, man. I mean, not Steve, but Mark. I said, Mark, I had to tell Lydia why I wanted. It was several reasons why I wanted to have the podcast at the beach last week, and I told. You remember what I told you last week?
Yeah.
You don't remember.
I remember. It cut me deep.
I know.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I loved how hesitant you were to tell me. You're like, I don't know if I should say.
But I was keeping it real.
And that made it feel really sweet.
Okay. I had to
You can let them know.
Yeah.
Let them know, Danny.
What I told you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll let the people know. I told Lydia, I say, look, I'm trying to sit in your hot ass house.
No, you didn't even say hot. You said boring.
Yeah.
Hot.
That's boring hot. But yeah.
The heat makes Danny sleepy.
Yeah, it does. And you see my eyes getting ready to close down.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm cool.
Because we're kind of hotboxing in a greenhouse.
You ain't lying.
Oh, man. Oh, also, on my plan is to make my carport a greenhouse. Okay. So that's all part of like my business too.
Okay. Now you going to enclose it or something?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And I'm putting in skylights so it'll have more sun.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And I want to get a self-watering system.
Okay.
So it's kind of like hydroponics or something. Not hydroponics because I like soil.
Okay. Right.
But and I think it's better for plants that you want to put outside if they establish in soil.
Right.
I'm excited. And I'm talking to like winter because she already does a lot of landscaping around town.
Yeah.
Um, and she approached me actually, so I was excited. We're like on the same. I'm excited because it feels like everyone has such complimentary ideas.
Right. Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, I've been looking. I want to.
Mhm.
I want We just need more help. We need
Right.
more hands.
I was sitting on the beach today, and her, I guess, boyfriend,
Mhm.
stopped by,
Mhm.
and he was just thanking me and Mike Mahan for Homie Day,
Mhm.
the cleanup.
Oh.
He said, "Man, I thought I was gonna have to come up here the next day. It was gonna be a bunch of stuff everywhere." I said, "No, dog." I said, "One thing about us, when we have events to get together, we clean up behind ourselves.
Yeah.
Because that way you set example for everybody else."
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's so sweet.
So he was like, "Well, I know it ain't. When I come up here, sometimes a lot of shit spreading. I know it ain't y'all." I said, "No, it's the outsiders that come
Yeah.
and leave crap all on the beach. It's not us, but that Homie Day it is. I told you that last week. It's getting bigger and bigger every year.
Mhm.
Um, Somebody suggested to us, well, maybe next year y'all can get bouncy houses and all that. We ain't trying to do all that because then you got to go get permits and all this.
Mhm.
Homie,
But maybe someone that is more, um, that's kid oriented, like might want to collaborate and have a kids thing at Lindsay Park or something.
yeah, are we gonna have a kids day before the kids go back to school?
But it might be a nice thing to have at the same time. Like you could drop your kids off for a few hours while you
Yeah,
go enjoy Homie Day.
right. Well, no, that'd be too
No.
much. We ain't trying to do all that.
But not, I mean, you don't need to do it. I'm
No,
just
I'm just
saying.
saying, Homie Day is Homie Day.
Okay.
Ain't gonna be no Homie Day. You drop your kids off. We ain't watching no kids. It's Homie
I'm
Day.
saying not you, but like
No.
the people that organize all the kids stuff,
Oh.
that are looking for more kids to hang out and do
Right.
stuff with.
I hope next year that I hope that we get more kids to sign up for Boys to Men.
I hope so too.
Um, because I love to see the kids from here. Because every year they put on is it a banquet they have, a tuxedo thing, and I would
Oh yeah, their gala.
yeah, I would love to see the kids go down to Detroit, and their tuxes and everything. So I gotta work on getting more kids to sign up though. And we got, I think, 6 or 7 signed up, but they ain't show up.
Yeah.
So Nick, we'll work on that over the winter. Next year it'll be, because I don't know if I got to get with Mark and see if we have any more Boys to Men events up here before the summer. Because I know me and a friend was going to do Kids Day before they go back to school, and we're going to try to give away like book bags, pencils, notebooks, backpacks. So maybe we can collaborate and do all that on one day with Boys to Men.
Yeah, that'd be cool. And that would be a good podcast day. We could
Yeah.
live stream the giveaway and maybe even fundraise more.
Interview some of the kids, tell them what they did all summer. Are they glad to go back to school?
Totally.
I like interviewing smaller kids, like 3 and 4, because the questions you ask them and the answers you get,
yeah, it's so funny. It's so good.
It just amazes me. Remember the show Kids Say the Darndest Things? Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
So.
And they're so fun. Like I had a blast lifeguarding for We the People this week.
Okay.
They rented a bunch of stuff from Hearst Rentals.
Okay.
So they just had like all the toys they could.
Oh, okay. Kayaks.
They could want. And they're just like having the best time. And then some of the tiny ones, I didn't want them to go out by themselves.
Right.
But some of the older kids were like, we want to have us time.
Right.
So I took some of them on a stand-up paddle.
Okay.
It was hilarious.
Wow.
It was so cute. They were just like having the best time,
Well,
and I was just sitting there, just trying to keep it,
Right,
afloat.
right.
But they're like, making up different worlds and
I
talking about.
love seeing kids come from other places here, especially the cities
Hmm.
like Detroit, Chicago,
Hmm.
for the first time.
Yeah.
Because they have so much fun.
Hmm.
It's like amazing to them. Oh, I've never been. Look at that bug. Look at that. I'll be like, man. To me, I'm used to it.
Hmm.
But when Boys to Men was up there, they were so excited to see their little rabbit run across the road and
Turtles.
turtles. But shit, in some of the cities now, you got coyotes running the road.
Right. That's another effect of the climate crisis.
Yeah, and plus, people tearing down their habitat,
Right, and it's
clearing out
getting
these woods.
destroyed. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
so,
the fires. I mean, there's more than just human refugees.
that'd be another thing. What do you think of Ottawa having a zoo?
I totally want to do an animal sanctuary.
But I'm talking about using humans.
Stop it.
Because you have some humans that's animals too now.
There,
I'm just playing. I'm talking about a real zoo with animals.
Okay, good.
Because you got some people around that look like animals too.
Stop, Danny.
You
Stop
know.
right there.
Yeah.
There used to be animal zoos
Here?
in Europe.
Oh, shit.
With people of color from all over the world. They'd kidnap them and put them
Oh, I can just imagine that.
They did.
Yeah, that's where I'll do it here. No.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
Would it be all white people?
No, it'd be everybody. Shit, Chinese, black. I wouldn't. Arabs. That's funny. A human zoo.
Dang, Danny.
Dang. I gotta give the people what they want.
Whoa. Now we're getting into like bamboozled territory.
Right, I ain't getting into that shit. Fucking around, be lynched around here.
Whew.
That is cool.
But in a way, do you think that because not everyone liked that there were nightclubs and stuff, even when they were here.
Everybody didn't like it?
Yeah.
Like
some people.
Do you know anybody that was back in the day didn't like the flamingo being here?
Yeah, I saw it in a book. I think it's called Blue as the Lake. It's a memoir from a guy that grew up coming here, and he's a professor at Yale. And he was like, and this is what I'm saying. Like, I know Barbara got upset last time I talked about elitism in Ottawa, but it's real. How could you,
About what?
Elitism.
What is that?
Like people who think that they're better than other people because they have money.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's real.
Yeah.
And so he's writing in this book about, I think it was his parents in the 40s were really upset about like the community discussion at the time. It wasn't that dissimilar to now. There's people now that are like, no, I don't want anyone here.
Right. Shit, that's the way they are now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We don't want nothing here. Shit.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some shit popping up in Ottawa. Give it a year or two.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Big
and I'll be glad to see it happen.
Yeah. And I just think I don't understand why, like all places, if we just plan it out, there could still be quiet places, and it's like it's not like it's all the time.
Yeah, I mean, but it wasn't.
I just think it's weird to me that people can't see, like, especially if you if you want quiet, it's almost like someone.
I mean, Ottawa was. I mean, they did their thing back in the day,
Yeah.
and I'm quite sure it wasn't every day.
Mm-hmm.
They had quiet days,
Yeah.
you know,
In quiet places. I
and
mean,
quiet places.
that's how we got Woodland Park.
Yeah, quiet place is your house.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't want to yell, let's just stay in the house.
Yeah, and sometimes I do,
Me too.
and it's nice.
Yeah.
But I'm not mad at people
No,
outside
I'm
for
not
having
mad for
fun.
nobody that want to have a good time.
Sometimes some of my favorite moments have literally been taking a nap in the middle of the day and hearing laughter and music.
No, I can't take a nap and hear all that.
I love it. It like brings me joy.
I just taking a nap. Now, when I go to sleep, I don't want to hear shit.
Do you dream a lot?
No, actually, I don't.
Mm. Never?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm not. No.
Do you
And
have
I mean, is it bad not to have dreams?
No, it's just interesting. And I like
Do you
talking.
think everybody have dreams?
No, I know they don't. When I was in elementary school,
Okay.
this is a big. Actually, Venus is in retrograde,
Okay.
so when I was in elementary school, I had this teacher that got really mad at me because we were talking about dreams in class, and I was describing colors
Okay.
that I had seen in this dream, and she was like, "You can't see colors in dreams," and I was like,
Then you can.
"Yo,
Right.
it's my reality.
Right.
What are you saying to me right now?" And then I was like, wait, some people don't see colors in their dreams.
What did you think dreams come from, and why? Okay, so like a person don't have a dream for 2 weeks or a month.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's also a difference of
What
like.
makes you dream? Is it something that you do during the day that makes you dream?
Now we're making poems.
Oh shit! Was that a poem I just said?
Yeah.
Who I quote? James Earl Jones or something?
Al Green.
Al Green dead.
Well, there's so many different factors. Like sometimes it might be like you might have dreams that you don't remember,
Okay.
or yeah, maybe you aren't dreaming, and then that could be an indicator that like maybe you're not sleeping deeply,
Yeah.
and that's not, that's a sign of other things that could lead to
Right.
problems.
Right. Because I know. I mean, I can dream, then I don't dream. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I guess
It's
to
funny.
me, I haven't been dreaming as much since the pandemic. I used to dream a lot more.
Right. And it might be, I'm thinking about what you just said, that it might be my sleeping, I'm not fully asleep.
Mm-hmm.
But how can you not be fully asleep? Or I know how. Because sometimes I can lay down and fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
But I hear birds and shit like that.
Oh, so you're a real light sleeper?
I guess. Then sometimes I'm gone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm out.
Do you ever try like head earplugs or eye mask or anything?
No.
It's not dude enough, is it?
No, it's just that I don't want shit in my ears while I'm trying to sleep.
I got you.
You know how some people can sleep with the
eye mask.
The eye mask, or they have to.
It's one of my favorite scenes in a film.
Okay.
Is from Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Okay.
I know there's like a lot of racism in that film, but I loved it as a kid.
Oh, okay.
She would. Audrey Hepburn wakes up and she has an eye mask on that looks like it's got eyes, like they're closed eyes, and then these earplugs that look like dangly earrings.
Mm-hmm.
And well, also she's like the most beautiful. I don't know. She's like so elegant to me.
Right.
So I was enamored. I was like, dang. And I think it's kind of cool that, like, well, to me, sleeping, I think, is a nice way to feel like I'm doing something that's good for me. And it's also fun.
But shit, you gotta sleep.
And it's like playing a game.
Sleeping is like playing a game?
Well, no, like dream stuff.
Oh.
Like trying to make it like I like sleeping well because then it's more likely that I might dream.
Now, do you take naps during the day?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
I'm not the best nap taker.
Do you think taking naps are healthy for you?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because our bodies like to rest.
You rest when you go to sleep at night.
But rest, like when you're resting, when you're sleeping, your body literally like because you're not doing so many other things, it's literally healing itself.
Oh, okay.
So like your cells regenerate faster, and also the other, like you're not eating,
right?
So since that stuff, like your stomach and everything, isn't working so hard, it can
right. But
basically
while you
like
sleep,
clean house.
Your organs are still working, right?
Mm-hmm. But they're resting.
They're resting. So your kidneys and liver, they all know when you up and when you sleep.
Mm-hmm.
What they be saying to each other, this motherfucker sleep. Come on, y'all.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Let's get some rest.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what they say.
I was just saying.
That's totally what they say.
Pretty much. I mean,
Yep. You're right. Pretty much.
Now, sleep. As far as a person sleeping, what is the? I'm asking this shit like you a doctor, but you probably know better than I do.
I'm just talking like I'm confident. Is it working?
Yeah. You got me fooled. I'm like, well, shit. Is it an average? Is it a? Okay, how can I say this? What is the average sleep time, or what is the recommended sleep time for a person?
Oh, I think that depends on a bunch of stuff, like your age, your metabolism, like
so
everyone's.
You think an older person need more sleep than a younger person?
No, actually, the people that need the most sleep are teenagers.
Why?
Because they're growing so fast.
Okay. Now, when you say teenagers, when the teenagers go, well, I know this is a stupid ass question, but I'm gonna ask it. When the teenagers sleep, their body is still growing, right? Because you sleep, your body don't, Because it's funny because I can shave in the morning and have to shave the next day. So I'm like, God damn, my beard or whatever grows better at night than during the day.
And it keeps growing after you die.
Huh?
Your hair and nails, they keep growing after you die for like 6 months or at
For
least.
real?
Yeah, 6 or 10 maybe.
Wow.
Yup.
I know that.
Isn't that freaky?
Yeah. Learn something new every day.
So that's why a lot of zombies have long hair.
I ain't never come across a zombie. Not a real one.
But
there's some motherfuckers around here look like zombies.
But Zora Neale Hurston filmed a zombie on film.
In Ottawa?
No, in the South.
Oh. And there's real zombies? There wasn't no man-made zombies? What is a zombie?
She was an anthropologist, and she would film as part of her work. Oh. And then she also got into her stories and everything.
Oh, okay.
She was a genius.
Wow.
I need to see that zombie film. We should play it in the woods.
Zombie?
Her zombie film. That would be an amazing.
What about Dawn of the Dead?
You can play Dawn of the Dead. I'm going to play Zora Neale Hurston's zombie film as an opener.
Dawn of the Dead. Those were some good movies.
Yeah,
Oh,
I remember those
do you?
when I was little. My brothers loved horror movies and stuff, and then I did not like them because they scared me.
Have you ever been to the drive-in?
Yes, I love the
Do
drive-in.
you remember the first movie you saw in the drive-in?
I don't remember the first.
I do.
What?
Mine was it was this animal called Trog.
Trog? Trog?
Yeah, one of them. And it was like something like a a messed up gorilla.
Hmm.
You know, like deformed or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That was before King Kong and all them came out.
Hmm. Dang.
Yeah. It was an ugly ass monster.
Where was it?
It was in Detroit.
It was based in Detroit?
No, I
Oh,
saw it
when
in
you
the
saw it.
drive-in in Detroit.
Do you know where it took place?
Yep. No. No.
Hmm.
Probably up here.
Let me look it up.
Because it got you got trogs that live around here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, some of these motherfuckers look like trogs.
1970?
Probably was. And the day we went to the night we went to the
Set in contemporary Britain.
oh, okay.
The film follows Dr. Brockton, Joan Crawford, a renowned anthropologist who learns that in the caves of the countryside, a lone male troglodyte
Yeah. Yeah.
is alive and might be able to be helped and even domesticated.
Wow.
So that's like the zoo you want to make.
Yeah, with a trog.
Dang, Danny. This is fucked up. And also, it all makes sense now.
What?
This is the power of media.
Yeah. Yeah.
1970. How old were you? Like 6, 7?
7.
So, did you watch it when it was new?
Yeah, when it first came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
so
never
cute.
forget. We all piled in. It was a lot of us, and we all piled. Well, a few of us got in the trunk. That was a famous. I know whoever listening got in the trunk, and
Yeah.
only it's 6 of us, but only 2 pan.
See, that's what I remember the most is the amount of children packed inside vehicles that I was with, and like, because I love being in small dark spaces.
No, not me.
I did.
And we it's funny because
So a trunk ride was my jam.
We would get mad whose turn it was to get in the trunk because didn't nobody want to get in that trunk.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and you know, there's like the coolest kid who lives right behind the drive-in.
Oh, I ain't never. I don't know.
So yeah. I had a friend.
A drive-in would be nice up here too.
It would be nice. I would love to build a drive-in up here.
Yeah.
But I also want to I do have plans to do some screenings in the park. At Meeks Park. I talked to them about it. But I want to just put screens up in the woods.
Okay.
It's like a
scare people.
No, not to scare
Come on,
people. Like a real an art installation.
Yeah, no, I really scare people.
You can use them to scare people. I'll use it for an art installation.
A screen out in the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And it
with a motion sensor.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. You walk by and it comes on, and Trog is on the screen. Trog.
Danny loves Trog.
Trog was on the screen.
It's based on an original story by Peter Bayan and John Gilling.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Oh, interesting.
What's that?
The director, Freddie Francis, later commented on the benefits and challenges that he experienced working on the film. Trog wasn't my sort of picture.
It
wasn't his sort of picture for political reasons. I'd rather not go too deeply into this.
Right.
The only good thing, well, not the only good thing, but the best thing that happened on that picture was that I formed an association with Herman Cohen. He was delighted with what I did for him on Trog, even though in a case like that, you're going to take a beating no matter what you do.
Right.
Huh. It was a low budget picture.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember it. It looked low budget.
That's so fun.
It looked low budget.
An old, offensive, low budget film.
Yeah. Yeah. An ugly ass trog.
I have heard the term troglodyte.
Yeah, you got some troglodytes running around Idlewild.
That's right. That's what we were talking about.
Troglodytes?
Oh yeah. The other thing I was going to tell you is another thing that happened this week.
What's that?
Was someone dumped a house illegally.
Wow.
In the middle of the night, right on my corner.
Wow.
And it's on this property that I already I'm trying to buy it from this person because they're...
Right.
I don't want them...
You don't want them by...
I don't want them near me.
Oh, okay. Wow.
It's a registered sex offender, y'all.
Yeah.
And so I don't even know if it's his and he didn't apply for a permit, or if it's someone else, like literally just trying to dump a house.
It might have been, because they did years ago, a few years ago, you would ride around Ottawa and see shit like that.
Really?
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's like everyone's dumpster.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I do want to thank our zoning person, Chris, because he came right by. I emailed him. I sent him some pictures and told him what happened, and he came.
Oh, did he?
Right over and put a cease and desist, and
oh wow.
And he looked it up and he confirmed that they didn't have a permit. So.
Oh wow.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah, they probably ain't coming back.
I hope not.
And they probably jumped it there on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ride around there when I leave.
Yeah.
And scope it.
It was freaky because Kevin and I were just...
you know it's wrong if they did it at night.
I know. That's the thing is Kevin and I were just chilling and I was like, what is that noise? And so I went out on my porch and I could see it from my porch.
Oh, wow.
There were all these lights and I was like, I think they're like trying to move.
Somebody moving the house.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so we drove around the block and took pictures.
Oh, wow.
But it was all these, like also when we drove around, everyone ran for it.
Huh?
Like there was just a Mack truck in the road. Someone turned their one pickup truck around real quick and drove away. It was kind of, and then I was like freaked out because I'm like, dang.
They probably dumped it there illegally.
Yeah.
Especially if it was in an open space.
Mm-hmm.
And they did it at night. Mm-hmm. I mean, what else are they doing? And why you can't do that in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
Or during the day? Yeah, you get shit like that around here.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you got to stay alert.
Totally. Yipes. So the tax sale's coming up and
yeah,
we need more. If you're looking for something to do with your life, come to Idlewild.
Yeah, buy you something and open up something.
A lot of work to do.
Yeah, we need help.
Help.
So come up here and buy you some land, open up a Myers, open up a McDonald's.
Or just
after hours.
Keep a little forest.
Yeah.
Keep a little piece of forest.
Because we need all of that around here.
Mm-hmm.
It's about time that Ottawa be self-sufficient.
Restore an old house.
Yeah. Right. Maybe somebody will buy up a lot of these old dilapidated houses around here.
Mm-hmm.
If they keep on, I'm going to go to one and just start fixing it up.
Yeah. I'll help you.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I would love to help you with that. And there's such cool things.
Right.
That's like, oh, I want to save that from this building.
Right.
Like my neighbors over here, I got permission to look in their house because one of them that grew up coming, she wanted to sell it, but then she told me that she co-owns it now with her kids, and they don't want to.
Yeah, want to sell.
Yeah, but it's like it still has the roof is totally gone. There's a tree on it.
What house is this? Over
It's
here?
just behind my basically in my backyard,
Oh,
but
okay.
right next door to my motel.
Okay.
Um, so it needs to be like totally dismantled, but I still want to. There's some things that could be saved, like it has these sconces on the ceiling lights, and they
Okay.
look like 30s like depression glass. It's so
Right.
pretty,
Oh,
and they're all
wow.
like ornate, and they're still just hanging there.
Mhm.
There's like the original oven, and some other cool stuff that I think could be saved.
Wow.
And I want to rebuild it just the way it looks.
Mhm.
Like
Keep it
do a scan and document, because it also has this really weird floor plan that I've never seen.
Oh, okay.
Like there's just long rooms, like 4 or 5 layers of long rooms.
Mhm.
It's really interesting.
Wow. So what are your plans on doing this weekend?
Whew. This weekend I need to work on my syllabus for
Your who?
I need to do like my class plan for the year.
Oh, okay.
And get that in. So switching gears.
Oh, okay.
And also hanging out
Are you?
a little bit.
Yeah, right. You're gonna be home by 10 o'clock.
Yeah. Yes.
That
definitely.
ain't hanging out.
It's hanging out enough. Also, I wish there were more morning friends.
Yeah. Sit down, have a cup of coffee, some tea,
Bird
donuts.
watching. It would be so nice to have a cafe on the island.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Maybe a mobile one. A mobile one.
A cafe truck.
I got a friend from Grand Rapids. She wants to open up a mobile coffee shop.
That'd be dope.
You know.
That would be nice.
And I told her that that might be not something out of while, because she comes here, and I told her I think that would do real good in not a while. A place where you can come and conversate. You know, because everybody don't go to the bar. You know, and
yeah, I
you
don't
know,
like
I don't know, in my old neighborhood, in Detroit, the vacant lot on the corner was where all the old timers. They got the little table out there, and then in the morning they sit down there having their coffee and playing checkers and shit like that. Then you come back about 6, 7 o'clock in the afternoon. They all drunk as hell, but they ain't bothering nobody.
Yeah, Kevin's uncle, Uncle Wanky, he runs a bootleg house. And
Uncle who?
Uncle Wanky.
Uncle Wanky?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
He's a darling.
And he runs a bootleg?
A bootleg house in Mansfield, Ohio.
Oh, yeah, moonshine.
Yep.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and he
is it legal?
It's a bootleg house.
That ain't legal. You gonna get raided now? You on a podcast announcing that?
I think he does often, because Kevin used to get in trouble. He told me, for hanging out at the bootleg house.
Now, does he still do it to this day? Bootleg.
Yeah, I've been there.
Oh, for real?
It's awesome. It's adorable. It's just like how you described, like, you know, all the neighborhood guys.
Yeah.
Just hanging out.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Like Lindsay Park.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
As long as you're not, you know, you just have to make it donation based.
Right.
Because then it's just like your house.
Right. Right. Well, I don't know. I ain't doing nothing tonight. I was thinking about going to the bar and having dinner. But I ain't doing nothing.
Sweet. I think
I'm going to the backyard party tomorrow.
Sweet.
And that's it for me the weekend. The next weekend is what?
There's something else that I also need
the 5th is something.
I have some yard work to do.
Oh yeah.
All around town.
Right. But yeah.
Yeah, it is a little quieter weekend which I'm glad.
Me too, because I need to rest up. Last
Yeah.
weekend I got it in Friday
Yeah.
and Saturday.
Ooh-wee. It was fun seeing y'all. Like,
yeah,
it was almost like holding drinks out at a marathon.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, Steve says he come through and have a drink in about 30.
Where you gonna be at, Steve? The bar or your house?
I'm gonna make my Brussels sprouts.
Are you? When tonight?
Yep.
Oh.
Yup. Oh wow, it's 8:00.
Yeah, it is 8:00, y'all. Well,
time really does fly by. I feel like we just started.
Me too.
You're such a delight.
You too. Well, folks, until next week.
Have a good one.
Have a good weekend, and we see y'all next week. Talk to y'all next week.
Do your homework.
Okay, he on the jet. Yeah, do your homework.
Oh, sweet.
We'll see y'all next week.
See you, Steve.
I'll stop through there, Steve.